this is not very flattering. That's okay. Woo! Hey everyone. So before I start, I am going to wait about a minute. So let's see, it's 5:29. So I'm gonna wait 1 more minute before I start. And just so y'all know, we are interviewing Anthony's All Purpose today. Anthony's actually one of my best friends. I absolutely adore him. So I am so excited to interview him today. So let's wait about 30 more seconds. While we wait, why don't you guys put in the chat how you're doing today? If you're doing anything exciting tonight, or if you have any fun plans for this weekend, let me know in the comments because we are gonna have a good time. Let's see, this weekend, Monday, we're actually moving into a new home soon, so I'm really excited. So what about you guys? What's something exciting happening soon? Let me know. Okay. And how was your day? That's what I want to know. That is what I would like to know. Okay. All right, let's get started. So hey everyone, my name is Kayla Green. I am a sales marketer for United Water Restoration Group of Colorado Springs. And if you hadn't noticed yet, I look a little different. My hair is now back to my natural color, which is blonde, instead of the black. So if you like it, woo! Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Wendy, you're going to the lake this weekend? Are you going with anyone exciting? Besides my cute family. That's my mom, everyone. But so yeah, so we're United Water Restoration Group, and my hair's blonde now. New change. If you hate it, sorry, don't tell you. So to start off, we are going to be talking about the community events coming up, and you are in luck because if you are a big fan of Alice in Wonderland, there's a free event from August 13th to the 15th, which is the weekend of my birthday. Woo woo! So you can find the event on Facebook for a lot more information, but you can meet nationally recognized artist Christopher Clark and Bucket. Cool, never heard of them, but apparently they're national recognized artists. Great. There will be multiple exhibits of Disney, Harry Potter, Marvel, DC Comics, Star Wars, anime, and parody art on display and available for purchase, featuring a variety of artists. Now that sounds like a hoot. So look it up on Facebook. There will be more information about the event. It is free, gives you a chance to go meet some people, look at some art. It's gonna be a party. So Thursday, August 5th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., which is actually tomorrow. And there from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., everyone knows school is starting soon. I'm still in school, but school is starting soon. So from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Thursday, which is tomorrow, there's a camp away from camp. And it's a free event with fun for the whole family. So you can come join us and celebrate with a last hurrah before school starts. This will be held at the Salvation Army. And they will have things like archery, which I love archery, a giant slip and slide, fun with foam. Oh my goodness, it has foam, everyone. A bounce house, water balloons, and a lot more. So this is gonna be a great event to bring your kids, bring on a double date night. It's absolutely free. It's really super fun. It's going to be a great time. So please come. It is tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Give your kids that last vacation before school starts in the next few weeks. And how many of you parents out there are excited that your kids are starting school? So the Battle Mountain Brewing Company, if you're interested in a brewing company, they will have a music video bingo today. Oh my goodness, at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Which, if I am correct, that is in about 2 hours. Should be a great time. It's an hour and a half, but whatever. So seating is limited, so come early, like 6:30, 6:45, to ensure you earn a spot. That is key. If you would like to come tonight, make sure you show up. So today, we are interviewing Anthony Martinez. He is one of my great friends. He is an owner of a cleaning company, and he is one of the best in the biz. I am not joking. So here's his little intro that he gave us. So he said, "Hey guys and gals, I'm Anthony Martinez." He is a Colorado transplant. He's originally from California. I am too. Gotta support your local Californians. He's happily married to his husband, Tori, which Tori is amazing. They're a great couple. And they have 3 fur babies. Woo woo! And they are so excited to be closing on a house here soon, which is also very exciting. As you know, the market is insane right now. So he said something about himself. He's obsessed with plants. And like he told me, his husband is obsessed with action figures. So I can only imagine their home being covered in plants and action figures. That sounds like a dream for them. They think they're riveting and they are... Oh, he thinks they're riveting and they are widely underappreciated, which in my family, if you know me, don't give me a plant. I kill plants. But now I have someone I can give my plants to if I ever get a gift as a plant. So he's been in Colorado for about 7 years, but he has traveled to almost every state in the U.S. That is insane. Every single state, there's so many things to see, and he is a traveler. He goes to Mexico as much as he can, and he just loves to travel. He loves his plants, and he loves his husband, which makes me happy he loves his husband. But now we're going to bring Anthony on. I don't see him just yet. Let's see if he is on. But while we're waiting for him again, oh, there he is. Wow, that was super impressive. I'm so excited. We were almost there. We almost had it. Okay, I'm approving you. Come on, Anthony. Oh, there he comes. Hey!
There we go.
How
I
are
lost
you?
my headphones, but I got you here.
Where's the action figures? You promised me action.
Hold on. Having technical difficulties on my end. But you can hear me on here. That's fine.
I can hear you just great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys fine. My phone's being wacky. But we're good. We'll roll with it.
I mean, I can see you. You look great as always. You don't. It's not as. There's no action figures in the background like I was hoping for, but that's okay. Oh. I think we lost him. Anthony. Oh, he left. Okay. While we are waiting for him, let me know in the comments what you're going to be doing this weekend. And if you're going to be going to any of these events that's coming while we wait for him to get his technical difficulties figured out. But while you're putting that down in the comments, let's see, this weekend, I'm going to go to school. I have my finals coming up this week for school, and I'm excited for it to be done, just for me to start a semester in 10 days. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys going to go to the Camp Away from Camp on Thursday and enjoy all those free events? Or are you going to go to the Alice in Wonderland free event, which today's the 4th, so that's in 2 weeks. Oh, let's see again. Let's try again. Here we go. Okay. Anthony.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. I swear. It was my Bluetooth at first, my earphones, and then I lost sound. And anyway, we're going with it. Sorry, the action figures are here. They're all over.
I told you, it's an action figure Dream World, and it's right in front of my face.
Yeah. So here we are. Sorry about it, guys, but we're back.
No worries. So you have to tell me what your 3 fur babies are and their names.
Oh, I have one in here. She's somewhere. My kitty. She's down there trying to get out.
Aww.
And then I've got my other 2. I might as well flip it for you guys so you can see. They're back here being bad kids. There's Buddy.
Aww.
And there's Blanche.
Puppers. He was excited. They want to.
So yeah, they got yelled at before. They know to stay quiet. And this cat, I can't do anything about her. She does her own thing.
They're the cutest fur babies I've decided to find out. So you're originally from California. Remind me what part of California?
From Los Angeles. I grew up in Southern California, but we were kind of gypsies growing up. So like all of Southern California, like we lived in Whittier, Reseda. We were just all over bumping around. So I've been to a lot of high schools and schools in general, but Southern California, Los Angeles.
Almost every single state that you've been a lot of places.
So with the exception of maybe like 8 of them, I want to say. But I used to build clean rooms, and I went so many places, and they needed me at the drop of a hat. So I would have to book a flight instantly to go somewhere. And then a couple of times I would be a state or 2 away from like somewhere I wanted to go see. So I would drive through 2 states to go see it. So it just depended on where I was. But yeah, I've been to a lot of them.
What's your favorite state that you have visited and why?
Well, I fell in love with Colorado. Like I was doing the job, the clean room job, and that brought me to Colorado. And when I got here, I fell in love with it. So I would say Colorado, but I mean, I love the northern West Coast. It's
Mhm.
beautiful. The Oregon coast is beautiful. It's just like crazy beautiful. You should see it.
I've been to Oregon before. We went for a family reunion there, and I absolutely loved it. It's gorgeous, beautiful places to see. We got to see
Yeah,
how their ice cream and cheese was made.
and Tillamook.
Hmm. Really weird. I was nauseous the entire time because I was pregnant too. It was gross. But so back to your cleaning company.
Yeah,
So
my cleaning company.
first question for you: why were you interested in starting a cleaning company?
So, I've been cleaning forever. Literally, I came from a big family, and my mom was a crazy person about cleaning, and her mom was a crazy person. So it's just in my blood, right? And the joke is that I'm Mexican, so it's just in my blood, and I can say that. But that's what we were laughing about. I've been doing it for ages. We came back after we moved to Fort Hood. Sorry, I was gonna say we're PCSing, but moving for the army. And when we came back, I was working for somebody doing a similar thing, and he was just paying us pennies. And I just thought like I could pay somebody a lot more and give him a lot more free time and kind of just appreciate him more. So I've had a really good boss in my past, and I just want to be a good boss. So it's just that's what made me kind of just pull the trigger on it.
So do you have a good staff of ladies and
My ladies, she gives me so much about that. They're my cleaning ladies, and I love them. I do, I do. It was a rough couple of months. I started with like four solid, and then I lost one to UPS, and then two to coronavirus. Just their kids or their sister, something happened that just took them away related into that. And so I was down to like one, a skeleton crew of one. And then I went back into it, got about two more. So I mean, we're still training, we're still hiring, but it's a selective line of work. We don't work 40-hour weeks, so we really do like I work with veterans and disabled people because they need a little bit more. They're not getting taken care of enough. And like I can do that for you. I can pay you a good amount to work a few hours.
so you said you're hiring. So if anyone's looking out
You
there,
work too many
want
hours for me.
to start a fantasy crew,
Yeah, but yeah, definitely. We're morning jobs is what we do. All of our jobs are usually 9 a.m. to about 1. We can
wow.
finish, I mean, we can knock it out in 4 hours, and it just depends on what you're looking for. But I've had jobs of 3 days long, and we put in about 6 or 7 hours each day. So those were really big jobs, but they vary.
Hmm. Well, at least they're done early too, and then you have this whole day. It sounds like a
Yeah, yeah.
job, right? Go
Yeah,
and
I
eat.
love that. Yeah, definitely. Email me, call me, let me know. You can message my Facebook, any of those. But we're mornings, and I mean, every job is specific, so you get paid for your job. I'm not paying you like hourly, it's a gig. You get paid for it. So if you're interested, let me know for sure.
So do you provide the equipment and the cleaning supplies? Do people have to
I
provide?
provide everything. I've got it all, and I'll haul it there. And then when I first started, I had two separate groups of people that had their own sets of supplies. So I had people doing their own solo jobs. After I established with them a couple of weeks, they could do solo jobs, and then they get there, take pictures, get the whole thing done, and leave. And so, I mean, it's nice. Nobody bothers them. I like it when nobody's there. Those are our best cleans. But we've
I
had all
would
kinds. But we do. We supply everything, and then we'll use what you want if you specifically want something. But our stuff is pretty good.
You don't want someone micromanaging while you're trying to clean their
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, you
Hmm.
missed. Try
Yeah.
again.
I
Yeah.
had somebody run her finger on the top of the doorway after we cleaned, and that surprised me a little bit.
Top of the doorway, really interesting.
Yeah.
I desk like swipe the desk and be like, it's dirty, but not the
Yeah.
doorway.
Dusting is extra.
Oh, okay. There we go. So my next question: what service do you offer, and how do you set your rates?
So that was a joke. Every job is different. So the
I,
services that we do offer though is like move out cleans, move in cleans. We do rentals a lot. So people moving out of rentals, transitioning to their homes or whatever, we'll try to get as much of your deposit back as we can. And if you specify this, I love clients that specify, like my oven is just a disaster or my fridge needs a total makeover. Cool, I got it. I'll put that into the invoice and we'll spend 2 hours on it if we need to. We'll bring the supplies we need to for that specific project. A lot of people neglect their baseboards. So that's, man, I wish people would just paint them, but some they don't want to. So a lot of people want, that's a new thing I'm running into is baseboards. And people don't think about it, but it'll take a good hour and a half to 2 hours to do just the baseboards of a house if you're scrubbing them. So that's just the baseboards. I mean, that's not anything else. It's sitting down and scrubbing baseboards. So it's just time consuming. So each project is different. You tell me what you're looking for. I come up with a list. I'll send you an estimate. I have a realty company that they just go tell me, here's the address, here's the lot code, go do a full makeover clean, and boom. So I'm all over.
I'm here for that. Absolutely. But baseboards, oh my goodness, you're like Cinderella with the toothbrush on the floor.
I've timed it. When I lost a lot of my crew, I had to go out there and do these jobs, right? And so I'm with on my knees scrubbing this baseboard. It was a split level home, so there was 3 stories kind of, and it took me, I mean, it was only like a 3-bedroom house. It had 2 living rooms and the kitchen. And it took me a good 3.5 hours just to get it done by myself. And it was like, wow, like every room was like 30, 40 minutes just to scrub stuff off. That's on top of vacuuming them.
Oh my goodness. I
It's tedious, but I mean, there are other jobs that are super easy, like we vacuum them and they're clean.
You're like
So,
done. All good. I'm
yeah,
out.
yeah.
So do you usually charge for the entire job, an
Yeah.
hour? Like it work for
It's
you?
a job kind of a deal. The only one where we get into kind of hourly pay, which like I said, I don't like to do hourly because I think it opens up a whole can of worms. Like I'll tell you, it's about a 2-hour clean. That's what you're getting here. You can sit there and time 2 hours if you want. But my lady is awesome. She gets it done super fast. So like it'll be probably an hour and 20 minutes and she'll be out of your hair. And so we don't like to say that, but those are the only things that are our biweekly cleans. And we're very selective about those. But we do have clients that just want all the bathrooms, the kitchen, swept and mopped, stuff like that, in and out, 2 hours. Cool, we'll do it. But our biggest ones are rental cleans, and they just vary. I'm not gonna quote you for 4 or 5 hours, and then it take longer than that.
So do you like the bi-weekly cleans, or do you prefer like cleaning out move-ins or
I
move-outs?
love move out cleans. I especially love move out cleans where they're moving out of state or like army or something type of business. Like we're buying a new house, we're getting out of this one, it needs to be beautiful, we're selling it. I find that those clients know that this is a time consuming thing. You don't want to clean your house, we get it, that's fine, but I'm going to have 2 or 3 people come in here. We're going to devote our morning to cleaning this house. So when they're not there, it's easier. When they're not, our biweekly cleans are just, 2 hours, we could get a lot done. But then one of my client, well, they're not a client anymore, but one of them was like, you didn't take the picture off of the wall before you dusted it. And I'm like, why would I, like, how many pictures are on your wall? Like, that would take 2 hours alone. This is taking everything off of your walls. And so it got really into like timing and I've had some nasty, one woman just bought almost $1 million home and she got in during a promotion where it was like an $80 clean. And up since then, we've upped our prices, but it was a promotion. So $80 clean, I didn't have a chance to go estimate her house. It was a big, beautiful mansion, right? $80. We did it 4 times, 4 times. And I told her the third time, like, it's going to be more. Our promotion is over. This is about at least $150 house, up to $250 house. And so she just started everything nitpicking with me. Everything I did was a problem. This wasn't clean. She sent me 20 pictures. I had to like block her. She just I returned her paycheck to her. Like she edited her paycheck and sent me back like $40. And I was like, lady, I don't want your money. So we've had bad experiences with biweeklies. And so we like move out cleans. We like people that are like, this needs to be done, get it done. Hey, it's done. Beautiful. Like definitely.
Well, but the thing is too is with move outs is most of the time the people moving in, they're gonna wipe everything down again.
They could. I
So
mean, everything we have is disinfectant, and everything is clean. You know what I mean? 99% of our customers rave about us. They just everything. You know, the realtor office that we have that we work for, they just send me out to multiple cleans. So we have a good reputation. We're just a little picky about some of the cleans that we'll take now. You know, it's a hard biz.
absolutely. I mean, like thinking about taking off every single picture when they're already leveled a specific way. Now it's if you
Ooh.
take it off and it's put in the wrong place, the whole
But
shebang.
we won't touch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, sorry. So we won't touch TVs, for example, because that's just a big liability. It's an insurance thing. And that made somebody mad one time. And I gave her a microfiber, and I was like, you know, I won't touch it, but if I were going to clean it, this is what I would use. And she's like, well, I shouldn't be doing your job. And I was like, well then, thank you. So, so then we started focusing on move outs. We do rental cleans, and then post construction is another big one. People are getting their houses renovated. There's dust. The last one we did, she was convinced that the windows on the outside were just ruined because they were these the double pane windows, the two solid panes together with the space in the middle. It's like an insulation thing. So she was convinced that she wouldn't get the outside looking good. So we did all the interior windows. We did a whole post-construction clean. And so vacuuming, sweeping, everything like that. We literally swept the walls and then wiped them down just to get the dust off. Um, so I scraped a little part of her outside of her window just so that she could see. And I'm like, you know, we can get this off. This is lime scale. We can blade it off. We can do all of these windows around this corner and you'll get all of your view back. And so that one's being scheduled. So we do just the windows. You know, that's something we also do. So we're flexible.
I like that. Well, the nice thing about like doing move outs, especially in like apartments or rentals, is most of the time the landlord or the apartment owner makes them at least clean up a little bit before they send in a cleaning crew.
Not always. We do a lot of
Oh,
move out that things were just left.
oh
Oh yeah.
wow. I know.
A lot of people leave things. But
Well,
that's
because I know.
okay. That's our job. I mean, it's night and day. And it's
Yeah.
cleaned
You obviously love it because you're still doing it. I mean,
after. It's satisfying to see the finished product. You know, like the other day, and I that's how I feel. I'm just crazy. I grew up crazy. So I want it to be clean. It just needs to be clean. I'm anal. But I walked into a job and it was going to be a solo. I had a meeting on a Wednesday and I started the job. And then when we walked in, Christina, my cleaning lady, she's like, oh, I can't wait to see this house clean. Oh, I can't wait. Like, and it made her excited. And I thought, exactly, absolutely. Like, that's the kind of people we want working for us. So that was
that
cool.
that's exactly. So you're more like OCD on your cleaning.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be clean. I mean, in any job, there's things that get missed, but that doesn't happen a lot with us. And we'll turn around and go back and clean it. That's not a big deal.
That's the good thing is you need almost a cleaning company that is OCD because you know that they're gonna make it as spotless as they possibly
Yeah,
can because it
yeah,
almost freaks them out or gives them anxiety if they don't clean it correctly.
yeah. Almost
So
absolutely. You hear my dog? Hey, you hear him crazy, and then you see my cat. Look at this one, just checking out what I'm doing.
he's
My
gonna
dog's
pounce.
fighting in the hallway. No peace.
They're gonna pounce on you, and I'm not ready for it.
Yeah.
So, what would you say is like the absolute craziest story you have from being in a
But there is this one time where I basically almost lost a vacuum, brand new vacuum. And it was I took everything afterward and I like disinfected it. It was gross. But this and they told me before, but they said that this guy hadn't cleaned his house in 3 years. 3 years. And he had a black Labrador. So like having a dog that sheds on top of never cleaning your house. And it was crazy. We cleaned it. It was very nice when we left. But the vacuuming every 3 or 4 passes clogged it, and I literally had to dump the vacuum or it would overheat. almost every 3 or 4. Just it was crazy. Yeah, so
How do you go 3 years without cleaning your
3 years. Well, he was older. He was older and a little bit disabled, and I understand. But that I think as a landlord should have been like, hey, we're gonna get a cleaning in there every 6 months or something. But that's not my place. But it looked good after, and that was the point.
Well, especially with a dog who sheds. Like I have a dog who sheds, and if we don't even vacuum like once
Yeah,
or twice every 2 weeks, it's
I
gross.
vacuum like every other day, and my dog shed, but like I'm crazy.
You're also a cleaner, so it's like live and breathe a cleaner. Oh, do you have a before and after
Uh,
picture of that home?
so certain clients that I have, I do take pictures of. Certain my biweekly clean, the one that's on my Facebook, that hardwood floor. She actually told me to use that for my Facebook, and I did. Like I was gonna ask her, and then she told me, and that one was a wonderful before and after picture because the wood was really, really just out of shape. That particular clean, the way it was structured, we were there representing another company because that other company didn't want to take that job. I wonder why. And so we could not take any pictures of that one. No. But I take pictures of every clean I do since then. And before and after pictures. I've got plenty of them. So
So you have a before and after picture of the guy that that was how to clean his house in 3 years.
I don't have that one. I couldn't take a picture of that one. But I've got plenty of dirty pictures I could show you.
So if
I've got the
you're
best ones are the stoves, the ovens, and the fridge. I've seen a lot of really bad fridges because people just leave. So I mean, the last thing you think about is the food in your freezer or anything like that. But I have to clean that. So that's the
really,
first place we start.
because the reason I think the refrigerator is interesting is because like I don't know if you are on this kind of social media, but I swear on TikTok I'm on cleaning TikTok or something. I swear every person out there is cleaning their fridge, reorganizing the storage containers. So it
Yeah,
actually baffles me that the refrigerator is gross.
they're bad. Some of the ones I do are pretty bad. But there's tips and tricks to everything. So you can get around that.
Absolutely. There's especially on I feel like TikTok or the internet or Instagram, like any social media, there is like a hack for everything.
For anything. Yeah.
And it
What a
is
wonderful time to be alive.
like I was literally just, and this is totally random, but I was talking to Gary Rollins. I don't know if you know who that is. Um, but we were talking about like pens and how pens suck sometimes. He's like, well, one time I got this marketing material and it was a highlighter and I pulled out a banner and pulled out sticky notes out of this one highlighter and I was like,
Wow.
what? I was like,
Wow.
you can make anything now. Like there
It's
is
like
no stopping.
everything I need.
I know. I'm like, oh, here's a banner. Here's some sticky notes. I'm like, I don't know if I would ever use it, but I would just want to see it to say that it's a thing. But so what is your cleaning process like? Do you have like a little checklist you make? Is there a
I
specific
was so
tip to your
I am
lady?
super all over the place all the time. And like I think it's ADD. I think we all have it. And I can't really put my thoughts into a list. So finally the other day, one of my cleaning ladies was like, "You need to make a checklist." I have an old one from because one of my ladies used to work at a hotel for many, many years. So she did that for like 20 years, and now she works for me. So she has a bunch of experience. So she's like, "I have one from my old days that I just always hung on to." And I was like, "Well, I'd love to look at it." But one day I was at a meeting just killing time, and I was just putting it all on paper. So I do have a checklist, but I'm not that person. Like I'm very hands-on. I'm not like, let me type like my bookkeeping. Don't ask me about my bookkeeping. That's bad.
Bookkeeping, Anthony.
Yeesh. I need to hire somebody for
So
that.
you have like OCD where do you feel like you're because I'm the same this is how I am is I have all these tasks I need to get done. I'll start I'm like, oh crap, I have to do this one. So I'm like always doing like 12 different tasks at one time.
Yep.
But they all get done exactly how they should get done, like spotless, basically how you are
But then
cleaning.
I'll leave like the front door unlocked or something weird, or like the refrigerator open. Yeah. Yeah. I understand that.
Me
But we
too.
do have a checklist. We do. And thank God my ladies are better than me.
So how do you train your ladies? Do you have
So we will. So the best training is like a move out clean, for example. And there is a method. We start at either the top of the house or the far end of the house, and we work our way out of the house. Because when we leave, we want only lines of vacuum carpet. We don't want. So we will mop ourselves out of the house. So we'll start at the furthest end of the house. We'll get everything done. Everything has a specific way of being clean, like windows, for example, are brushed and vacuumed before anything wet goes around them. So that way you're not making more work for you. So I'll train them by doing a whole move out with them. And we'll show them everything. And then the kitchen, the harder spots are the bathrooms and the kitchens. Those are done first. Those are done, gotten out of the way. We'll spray down all the appliances, turn off the freezer, stuff like that. And then that way we get in there, get it all out, vacuum, mop, and then by the time that everything's done.
Oh, wow.
Exciting.
Like, do you make them take any courses, or is it all hands-on training?
It's mostly their experience. I'm kind of a little bit rigorous about who I hire. So I love when people have cleaning, like my ladies both have hotel cleaning experience. So they know things have to be done at a certain, and I'm not a hard boss. I do expect things done a certain way, but I'm not a hard boss. So if they don't do something a certain way for a while, then it's like, we're going to train you on this, or you don't have to work here.
No, I know you are definitely a fun boss, just like just you guys are both fun people to. I feel like everyone in our BNI group are
Yeah,
all mostly
they're good. They're down to earth people.
all fun bosses to have, like those dream bosses that everyone wants. Yeah, but you're great with that kind of stuff. You're super.
I always try to take my ladies out to eat lunch after like a hard job, and they always say no. And I'm like, okay, like it's so strange. It's like I don't know. I'm a really laid back boss. Like we'll get a job done. Like we had a 3-day job, and each day I told them like, I'll pay for your guys' lunch. Like I thank you. Here's waters and stuff, and they're like, no, we're not really hungry. I'm like, I would have been like, I want a steak. I want it to go. I do want dessert.
Really? They say
But
no?
I'm blessed.
So what I'm hearing is time you want to take your ladies out and they say no, you're gonna call me instead and I'm gonna come.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. No.
I'll be for the day. I'll do something for you.
Ridiculous.
Oh, steak, come on. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
So do they know that you call them your ladies?
They're my cleaning ladies. I feel like it's disrespectful to introduce them as cleaning ladies. So I just say ladies. I was brought up calling ladies ladies. Look, you're making me sweat under pressure.
It's
Jesus,
just so.
they know I call them my cleaning ladies. They don't
Well, it's
care.
just. Remember when we were at the BNI, you were like, "They're my ladies," and I was like, "Does your husband know you call them your ladies?"
You made that so bad. You know what's funny is that when I first started my business, I only had 2 men. It was me and 2 men cleaning.
What'd you call them? Your men?
My cleaners, my guys. I don't know. I didn't really refer to them to anybody. Nobody asked me.
Married man. You'd have to say like my
Oh
dudes.
my goodness.
Weird.
Happily married man.
Boy's like,
Jeez.
what the heck is going on? Okay, so how long have you been in business, Anthony?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been in business?
Well, we're a baby company. We'll be coming up on a year shortly, and that's exciting. Before that, I've been doing it for a few years before that, here and in Texas, both for people they were all right. I won't speak ill of them, but I wanted more.
So how did you get your name Anthony's All Purpose? Obviously, I know your name's Anthony.
So I don't know how I settled on Anthony, but I wanted something short, and I wanted something very general because I wanted my company to be very inclusive. I've had clients that just needed help with organization. Like we've literally taken a bunch of stuff out of a basement, taken a bunch to Goodwill and donation, and then reorganized the stuff that she wanted in there. Took a whole day. So that's not cleaning. I didn't want it to be Anthony's Cleaners or Anthony's Ladies. Didn't want to imply anything like that. So Anthony's All Purpose. It's an all-purpose business.
I like it. I like that you're more than just a cleaning company. I mean, you're more than a cleaner, Anthony. You're so much more.
So much more. You're so much more.
We have fun, don't we, Anthony? We have a good time.
We do.
We're still gonna schedule a date night. But so how do we get in contact with you, Anthony?
So you have all of my info. I have a Facebook. That's the best way because those are super. I have a website. It's at anthonysallpurpose.com. I don't really get much. I get traffic on there, but I'm not advertising because of the house. So we took a couple of weeks to just try. This week and next week is our busiest parts of the house. We're closing on the 10th. And so, yeah, so we're such, I feel like the younger generation is so pessimistic. My husband, so pessimistic. And I feel like we're both like, not until we sign that paper do we have a house, because we're just, everything is crazy chaotic right now. But we're excited. So after the 17th is when we're booking. From the 17th of this month on, that would give us enough time. In Springs, in Peyton, we work in Monument. We've had jobs, and now we'll be starting in Pueblo soon. So that'll be exciting.
Well, if you need help moving, you let us know. But
yeah.
Where do you just offer in Colorado Springs for now until you offer in Pueblo? Do you go with the
I
car?
offer Springs for now. All of Springs, all of even out to Peyton, out to Monument. We do all of those. We do a lot of Fountain. So all of Springs we cover. And then my Facebook, Anthony's All Purpose, my website. Oh, sorry, I just glitched out. So yeah, all of my stuff, easiest way is Facebook. Tag me on there and I'm on it.
Yeah, no. Okay, this is what his card looks like. No, will put it in the comments.
I will. I can put it in there.
That the best way is to contact you is on Facebook, and then that your phone number is at 719-337-3613. But do you know your Facebook handle or? No?
My handle is just it's facebook.com/Anthony's All Purpose.
Oh,
so that'll take you straight to my business website, and then www.anthonysallpurpose.com. I have that one too. So if you absolutely can't find me, you Google. I assume I'm on there too because I get emails from them all the time. But I know I'm not heavily searched yet because there's a bunch of cleaning companies in Springs. So I'm around. Really are.
Go ahead. What'd you say?
I was reading Nicole's. Hi, Nicole. Thank you, by the way.
She's in the back.
We're
actually closing. So our home, I totally get the pessimistic thing is we looked at probably 20 houses, and it was like we put in a few, or my parents are buying a house and they're renting to us, but they put in a few offers and nothing. And then we finally put an offer for this one. I'll have to tell you the story about it. It's actually funny.
Yeah.
And we got it. They gave it to us, and nice. We're all like reading, and I was like,
And so did you just get that process started?
No,
it's your parents. But so now the next thing, it's like a month-long process. It's like inspection, appraisal. Is it a VA loan?
I have no idea. I didn't ask.
There's a bunch of stuff that happens, so it's nerve-wracking for the buyers for sure.
Absolutely. But we get the keys on Monday. We're actually stoked because we're like, oh, we actually get it. Like most of everything's been done.
Congrats.
Almost Thursday. So yeah, no, we're just as excited as you guys, and it's a party. But does anyone have any questions for Anthony? And Nicole says hi right back to you.
I can see all the comments. I can see them all, and then she types them in. My phone is being weird. It's stuck on the comments. So I like to be. So I'm reading them with you.
I know. I'm like, sometimes the comments take like a little bit extra time. It almost lasts a little bit. So I have to like wait a second for questions.
You're supposed to doing it yourself. So a cleaning company, I would hope if you want to do it yourself, power to you. That's awesome. A lot of people do, and that's great. I know a lot of people that don't want to. So I think it comes down to if you want to or not, if you want to pay somebody to do it. I have people moving us because growing up, my family moved like 6 million times. So we could move. I've done it. We just moved to Texas and back. And I'm burnt out. So I think a lot of people, especially renters, they just don't want to. There's so much stress with moving and packing your stuff, renting a U-Haul, that you come back and you're burnt out. You're like, man, I don't want to clean this house. A lot of my customers, that's exactly what they do. Or a lot of them are Army. So they'll have to get out of town by a certain date. And so they're like, the last thing I want to think about is cleaning this house. Like, we need our stuff. We need to travel 7 states away. So I think it boils down to wanting to do it, and we are professional. I know Kayla and I chit chat and we're very close, but my ladies are super professional. We're there early. We are there before we leave. We do a walkthrough with you. If you see something, we clean it. And most of my customers, they're just in awe. So we get the job done. We're professional, on time, quick. We get in and out of your way. And a lot of my customers are not even in the state. So I mean, we contact, we talk to each other. Everything is going smoothly. I'll send them pictures, emails, whatever they need. So we are a professional cleaning company. So
Yeah,
thank you, Christina.
Anthony really is so great. He really is. He does such a good job with his ladies stuff. I know we mess around a little bit, but he really is an amazing company. And like that is one of the biggest advantage is if you're like, I know the market sucks right now and you're not looking to buy a house just yet and you're constantly moving, because I know I have constantly moved and cleaned the apartment afterwards kind of sucks a little bit, especially if you're doing it all by yourself and after moving and you're burnt out type of thing and you have to clean your new place. It's great to hire a company that is their job to clean a house, and it doesn't take you
Yeah,
guys very
that's our job.
it doesn't take you guys very long
Well,
either.
we also have cleans that are families. A woman in charge of her family, and she's working or she's single. One of our ladies, her daughter has medical conditions, and she's constantly on top of her daughter, helping her. And they're a great family, but they don't have the time to do it. So there's so many different opportunities for us. I see them as to just get to know new people. Biweekly cleans are awesome, but the relationships I have with some of the mortgage people are awesome. I wouldn't, and because of them, I know so much more of Springs and Fountain, and it's really good relationships. It's really good helping people. That's why we started, is to help people that couldn't do it.
And I absolutely like love that is you're so passionate about helping people, because so many people help, especially in Colorado
Yeah,
with like veterans are here and how there's a lot of older people here too.
yeah.
So
And
having
we
that.
help them, specific Army people, seniors, disabled people. I mean, like, a lot of the people we help need help. And we're like, yeah, this isn't going to be expensive. This is going to be quick and painless. So let's do it.
And
Why
that's
not?
how company should be. It should be quick and painless. And I
Yeah.
love that you walk through it with them and like double check that everything's clean. And then you're like, well, we didn't fix it. Let's fix it right now and clean it for you right now. I think that is like amazing. Uh, Cleaning, coming back out and saying peace out, give me my money type of thing. You actually go through, do a really awesome, amazing job, check and see if there's anything you did wrong, clean it, and then you make sure the
Yeah.
experience is really where it's at. And that's how it should be. And it's not
And
expensive either.
I train my ladies to exit people. So they'll at every job you exit. So you're walking through with whoever scheduled it, or you're videoing them, or whatever you need to do, but you don't leave the house until they say, like, yeah, absolutely. Like, that's when we take our payment. That's when we leave. So there's an exit to every clean.
And I love, because cleaning companies always have that bad reputation of one, they're too expensive, or like it's a bunch of upkeep, or like they miss a spot. And like I love that you guys are not expensive. It's really painless. It's really easy to book with you guys. And that you make sure like you're not leaving any footprints. You literally clean your way out. And I think that's such an amazing technique you guys use.
Yeah.
Leave that, oh my goodness, footprint on the floor. Oh my goodness. That way you can just be like, let's check it out, and then you call it good. And I really like that a lot. But so with
Thank
someone
you.
starting a business, since you are so amazing at it, you do such a good job as a boss, as someone hiring employers, and as a friend, what advice would you give to someone wanting to start their own business?
I think if there's a market for it, so and there's a market for a lot of things, you know, I wouldn't say get discouraged or I was really nervous when I started it. And the second that I paid for my license, I was thinking like, man, this is a mistake. Why did I do this? Is there even a market for this? But there is a market for it. I mean, there's a market for almost everything. There's consumers everywhere. So if you feel like you have an idea that you're passionate about and you see that there's a market for it, then do it the right way. You know, get your state stuff, get it done, get your paperwork. You know, all of my ladies, I help them transition to owning their own businesses. You know, like I help them get the paperwork they need to. I set them up with insurance so that if they ever wanted to leave me, they can. They have that first stepping stone. What they choose to do with it is on them. And I hire contractors. You know, it's just it's a lot easier to deal with as a business owner, but that's what we do. And so because of that, you're learning about how to get your business. You're learning how to take care of yourself and how to put stock into yourself. That's what I wanted. I wanted to give people that like you're worth something. You want to do something, do it. So if you're passionate about it, do it. It takes 10 minutes to get your license, takes another 10 minutes to file with the state. Download everything you need to and read it when you're free. I mean, you can do it, definitely. And there's help. Look at Kayla. She's awesome. There's help out there for people that need it. A lot of
Oh,
help.
you're so nice to me. I totally paid him to say that too. So
Yeah.
thanks, Anthony. I owe him $5. But no, like that's how it should be. Is a boss should help them get to their next stepping stone. I love, love, love that you help them basically be set and ready for their own business if they were ready to
To leave me.
be like, oh my
But
goodness, how
power
do I?
to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, you don't want them to leave you, but when they get to that point where like I can do this on my own, they're already good to go because
Yeah.
a boss like you, how they should be, set them up for success instead of setting up them for failure. So I absolutely love that. And I love your passion. I love how well you guys do. And you're he really is such an amazing guys. He's someone you got to
Thank you
get to
guys.
know.
I want to hear you.
And he paid
Oh,
me.
Tori, you want to meet my husband? He just got home.
I
On that note, we got a jet.
Hi there.
Hi. Good seeing you. Oh my goodness. His husband, Tori, they are such great people. But I did just want to let you know, thank you for joining us. And don't forget to call Anthony's All Purpose if you're looking for a good cleaning company. And thanks for joining us, Anthony.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
People that want to be interviewed on our live. So it could be your own business, a business you're a part of. If you're a marketer like me, please join. I love meeting other marketers. I love getting other tips on how you guys market, or if you need any tips, I love to help. If you have an awesome skill you like to do, like I play like 10 different instruments, so I love showing off that skill. I also play volleyball, so that is the best way to go. She said she couldn't hear me. But so yeah, so if you're looking to be interviewed on our live, it is free advertising, people. It is something, if it's something you'd like to share in Colorado Springs, your own business, a skill, anything that you want to share with the community, we can also come to you. I'll come to you, I'll bring you some coffee, and we'll take a tour of your business. You can show us your warehouse like we will be showing our warehouse eventually here soon after we get moved into our expansion. So next week, we are talking about what is mold. Ew, gross, disgusting. Come join next Wednesday at 6 o'clock and learn why you should be concerned about mold, why it's such a big deal, and why it can be harmful to you and your kids and your family. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Wednesday at 6 o'clock to learn about why mold is damaging.